Ooh, good evening, good evening. Just getting ready to get started. Alrighty, look who's here this morning, or this evening. Good evening, good evening. Getting ready to get started. Who do we have here first? Robert, how you doing? Kyle, Wayne, Ed, JC, Brixton, Cricket, Cricket Fan TV. Imagine that. David, Mamu, Cian, or is that Sean? I don't know. Samberg, Zaberg, Big Ten Ben, back again. Alrighty. Perpetualian. Yeah, sorry, can't pronounce that name. It's an interesting one. Curtis. All right, John Miller, Jose, Sweet Bunny, getting ready to get started. Old man's here. Ranger. All right, well, good evening, everyone. This is James. My name is James. This is James. My name's James. Same thing, same thing. Okay, this is Dividend Stock Talk brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow, take you along for the ride for a safe, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. What am I looking at? Why am I looking at that? That's weird. How the hell do I turn it around? No, that ain't it. Flip camera. There we go. That makes more sense. Kind of does, kind of does. All right, mirror. There we go. That's probably hit the wrong button. Rude dude, what's happening? Not seeing you. Yep, there we go. Winston, Paul, Stella, Dashal. There you go. That works. All right. Cool beans. Let's get started. Let's jump in. We're going to start up on our list that we left off on yesterday. We got about 8 more to go. I'll take a look at what you guys want to take a look at. And basically what we're looking to get here is a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week using pre-qualified dividend stocks. And those are companies that have consistently increased their dividends for more than 2 decades. That means they're consistently profitable. Now, that just makes sense to me. A company that's consistently profitable, well, sure, I want to do that. All right. Thank you, Alex. I'm getting the hint that you like it. Works for me. Corey, how are you today? Italian 55. Way to go. All right. We're jumping in. First one we're taking a look at is going to be JWN, Nordstrom's. Interesting, big drop today. That don't look too good. But let's take a look and see what it looks like. All right, first and foremost, here's our high a couple of days ago. Our low was a year ago. Look at that nice movement to the upside. She's sitting at 22.75. I'd be looking at the 23s, 15 cents. That's not good. 15 to 37. So you might be able to get you 1% out of there, out of that 73. Or the 22.50. 22.50, nah. Wait a minute, take out 25 off of that. 2.5, that's 2, that's not quite there. Bridget, how are you doing there, Miss Bridget? Alex, enough of that, all right? Alex, enough. You know, I got the hint. All right, that being said, last 90 days, what has this done in the last 90 days? No way! Outing is stuck at 100,000. Soldiers will be taken to Kiev, so No way. Outing is stuck up 100,000 soldiers right now to take Kiev. So when this pops off, stock market major dip. Could be. I have no idea what's going on there, but I appreciate you informing what's going on. I'd like to get the details on that. Interesting. Can we talk about, what was that? Can we look at TM? I have no idea what TM is, but I know what Hewlett Packard is. We'll write down Hewlett Packard. HPQ. And what was that other one? TM. I have no idea what TM is. This is what it is. Anyway, let's get rolling. All right. So Nordstrom's, last 30 days for Nordstrom's. We're going to look at the 27th. Here we go, right there. 30 days ago, we were right at 22.72. Yeah, nice to see you too, Clara. What is Clara? C-L-A-R-A? Hold on. Toyota, yeah, no. Toyota's going to be a no. But thank you for that. Clara, C-L-A-R-A. All right, we'll take a gander at that one. Simone, how are you today? Have a good night. Yep. NN. What the heck is NN? See you later. Jill, happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, I had some Thanksgiving dinner tonight or a friend's house. It's like, how many Thanksgiving dinners can you actually eat? You know, one tonight, another one tomorrow, another one the day after that. It's like, oh, I don't eat all day just to satisfy that one. All right, that being said, why no to Toyota Motor? All right. He wants to know why we're saying no to Toyota, TM. Well, 2 reasons, okay? Number one, it's a monthly optionable stock. No, thank you. And look at this. That is choppy as hell. You can't figure out what the hell's going on. Okay, look at this. A lot of these gaps. Okay, too many gaps. You have no idea what the hell's going on. Sorry. What do you think about stocks that are problematic, like BlackRock? Well, BlackRock is another monthly optionable stock. I just don't do monthly options. Monthly options just don't work for me. So why would I look at something that I'm probably never going to trade? D.O. Kelly, what's happening? Okay, why? Why waste time looking at something? Why go shopping when you have no money? That's one way of looking at it. Why go to the candy store if you're on a diet? Doesn't make any sense. All right. What were we looking at? Okay. We were looking at something before. What was it? Oh, JWN. We didn't finish up JWN. Let's finish up that one. Okay, so the last 30 days for JWN, Nordstrom's. 30 days ago, we were at 22.72, went sideways for a bit, jumped up this Monday. This Monday was the 30-day high, and that was 24.99. And then, you guessed it, today is the 30-day bottom. Okay, 21.71. General Choi wants to take a look at Kohl's. All right, we'll take a look at Kohl's. Cool beans. How about Macy's? We'll take a look at Macy's also. No way. What do you think about Martin Armstrong and his prediction? I have no idea who Martin Armstrong is. So that might give you some kind of clue of what I think about his predictions. Never heard of him. All right. Nordstrom's. Okay, so Nordstrom's is at a 30-day bottom. So I'm going to put it down for next week. Because what do we have? We got no trading tomorrow and a half a day on Friday. What is XYO? XYO? Never heard of it. It's kind of strange, you know, because there's 9,753 stocks, I believe. Okay, that's a lot of stocks to look at. No, I don't know them all. I only know the ones that I constantly trade, and those are ones that are consistently profitable, consistently increasing their dividends. Because if the company's not consistently profitable, why would you invest in it? I mean, think about it. If the company is not consistently profitable, why would you put your money there? That boggles my mind why some people put money into stocks that make no sense on paper. Yet they do it anyway. All right. Nordstrom's. Okay, so that's Nordstrom's, waiting for it to turn around. See the bottom right here? That's the new 30-day bottom. I'll wait for it to turn around, go back up before I jump into it. It just makes sense to me. I don't like buying at the bottom, especially because you don't know how far it can go. Because it could go lower tomorrow, not tomorrow, but Friday or Monday. It could keep on dropping. Don't know. Next on the list, Hewlett Packard, HPQ. Hewlett Packard, ooh, big drop today. I'm interested in taking a look at that one. Okay, Maximus, we are going to take a look at Kohl's. Buzz, McDaniel. You actually have to give me the ticker symbol because I have no idea what that is. All right, that being said, here we are. We're looking at Hewlett Packard. A year ago, it was sitting at 28.52. We bottomed out in the year in the middle of April at 27.51. And then she shoots up and hits the high just recently, Monday. Okay, now that's another company did the exact same thing. Monday's the 30-day high. Today's the 30-day low. All right, so I'm going to write Hewlett Packard down. We'll keep our eye on that one next week also. HPQ. All right. Next on the list is Clara. I have no idea what Clara is. Do you mess with meme stocks? Unless they're 20 years old and have 20 years of consistent profits. Sure, I'll look at a meme stock. I seriously doubt any meme stock is over 20 years old. All right. Clara, I never heard of it. C-L-A-R-A. Clara Res Australia. Whatever the hell that is. Can't find that one. NN. What is NN? No. Now we get to Kohl's. Now, finally, a company I can get behind. All right, so here's Kohl's. The high back in April. The low yesterday. Look what she did. She went up, she came down, she went up, she came down. And now she's at a new low of the year. Okay, last 90 days. Look at this, up, down, up, down, up, down. Big drop right here. Big drop yesterday. Today, she didn't drop as low. This is the way, Superboy. Yeah, okay, you like meme stocks? More power to you. Give me one, I'll take a look at it. Just one. Don't need a bunch of them. Give me a good one. All right, last 30 days. Here we go, last 30 days of Kohl's. 30 days ago was the 30-day high, and that was 1951. From there, the 30-day bottom was yesterday. Can we see the seasonality chart for Kohl's? Yes, we can. Hold on a second. Oh, that was a good one. Whew. Nothing like a good sneeze every once in a while. Okay, so Kohl's had a big dip on Tuesday. Okay, today she was a little bit lower also. All righty. Bless you too. Thank you. Thank you. I got another one. Wow. Whew. Another good. Okay, seasonality chart. So what does Kohl's usually do this time of year? Well, look at what she usually does. Okay, January, December. This is a whole year of chart you're looking at. The blue represents the movement for this year. This blue dot right here, well, that's today. Okay, the red line represents 10 years of data. So that's 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, so on and so forth for 10 years. And this is what the average movement is. Well, look what it's doing for the last 4 or 5 weeks of the year. You look like a runner. Am I right? Actually, I'm a soccer player. So I play soccer. Actually, we're actually having a soccer game tomorrow morning, just before Thanksgiving. Cole's potential tariff problems. Tom Powell, could you explain? What about ENT? Mario, what is ENT? Okay. Okay, Tom Powell, explain to me why you think Kohl's is going to have a tariff problem. Yeah, Mario, I got that. We'll take a look at it in a minute. I have 5,000 tomorrow. Oh, you have a 5K tomorrow. Well, you have fun with that. I got a couple of soccer games tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, we'll go up there and play some soccer. Imports. Okay. Opinions on trading futures. I don't do futures. Okay, I did in my younger days, not anymore. Dashal. There were some problems with Kohl's over the past few days. Okay, well, at the moment, you can see what she normally does this time of year. Basically just goes sideways. No big ups, no big downs. Yeah, we've had a few issues over the last couple of days. That's probably why we had that big drop on yesterday. Mario Sutner, not ENT Walmart, sorry. I have no idea what that means. Ooh, GM. Strick wants to take a look at General Motors. Okay. So anyway, I do have a bunch of Kohl's. All right. Now, when she made the big drop, yeah, I bought a bunch more. Because my dollar cost average on Kohl's is 23 bucks. I jump in at Kohl's at 23. Now, I do collect a 1% premium almost every single week on Kohl's, even though she is down below what I paid for it. So I bought a bunch more down here to lower my cost basis. So lower my cost basis, increase my profits. Same thing, it works for me. Which market is it? It's the stock market, dude. Okay? Stock market. All right. That's Kohl's. Next, Macy's. What's going on with Macy's today? Now, I do have some Kohl's. I do have some Macy's. No way! Why is gas so cheap now? I heard weak economy. I know we are producing more than ever. Well, no way. I'm totally clueless to that because, see, I'm retired and I really don't pay attention to that kind of stuff. Isn't that weird? You know, when you're working and you're a working person, you back and forth, yeah. So no, I don't pay attention to it, so I have no idea. Now, I still see gas over $3 a gallon here, so it's not really that cheap here. What about JEPQ? Hell no. I believe in chill gravy. J-Bay, I have no idea what chill gravy is. But Mario, JEPQ, no. Sorry, the numbers just don't work. See? JEPQ. Okay? It's a monthly. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work for me. If you like JEPQ, more power to you. I wish you the best of luck with it. I just don't trade it because it doesn't work for me. Let's go back to Macy's. All right. Here's the last 3 months of Macy's. Okay, up, down, all that kind of movement here. Okay, 30-day high right there, beginning of November. 30-day bottom last week. Let's check a look. How consistently have you gotten 1% a week? Matt, that's a great question. Hold 1 second. What's your thoughts on Cosmos, ATOM? What the heck is that? ATOM. All right, Matt, you ready? Now, Matt, we're going to leave this website, because this is just trading platform, Think or Swim with Charles Schwab. That's where I do my trading, most of my trading. Now we're going to run on over to my website and show you all of the trades that I made this year. Okay, the 10-minute trader, here we go. No way! Can you at least tell me, right? Is this economy going to weaken? Oh, come February. I don't think so. No, I think something interesting. I know you can't predict that far. Well, think of it this way. You have a whole bunch of different things going on. Okay, you have the Democrats, which are leaving, and the Republicans, which are coming in. And we know the Republican coming in is extremely for the American people. So he says, you know, drill, baby, drill, tighten up the border, get rid of the illegal aliens, start focusing on the American economy. That's what he's all for. What's going to happen? We don't know. We will see. Okay? You got it? All right. All right, Matt, are you ready? Matt, what you're seeing behind me is every trade that I made so far this year. Okay? Okay, Matt, every trade that I made so far this week. I'm just going to roughly go quickly, okay? I don't want to go through the whole thing. Okay, you click on any one of these, it tells you the stocks that I bought in the first week. Macy's, General Motors, Ford, CVS. Okay, the first week, right there, I got 2.12% in this account. First week of January, this account here, CVS, General Motors, Southwest Airlines, Comcast, Ford. In this particular account, I got 2.99. First week of January. Second week of January, 1.3. 2.43. 0.85. So do I make 1% every week? No. But I average more than 1% every week. So just sit tight for a second. Week 3, 0.85. 1.35. Week 4, 2.78. 0.9. 1.03. 1.62. 3.68, 1.06, 1.9, 2.57, 2.02, 2.03, 2.32, 3.73, 2.92, 4.63, 3.9, 8.6, yada, yada, yada. They're all there. Every single week is there, except for last week and the week before. I haven't uploaded those yet. But there's 52 weeks in a year. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 42, 43. Uh-oh, what did I leave off? I left that for 43. Week 43. We're currently in week 47, so I'm 4 weeks behind. Boom, shit. I gotta start posting up again. Anyway, Matt, to answer your question, most of the time I do hit over 1%. 3.6, 3.6. 8.1, that was a crazy week. 2.8, I'll get that one there. 1.7, 3.1, 2.85, 0.7. Oh, look at this. 0.72. I didn't make it that week. But for the most part, yeah, I hit 1% every single week or more. For the most part. Let's get back to where I was. All right, so Macy's, let's look at the last 30 days. I do own some Macy's at the moment. Now, here's where we are. 30 days ago, we're here. Dropped, retraced. The high right there, 1662. That was in the middle of, what the hell week? What was that? That was on the 7th. 30-day bottom was on the 21st. That was last Thursday. Very next day, nice jump up. So she pulls back. Okay, don't know really where she's going at the moment because there's no real rhyme or reason to it. Looks like she's still going to the upside. Your 30-day high is way up here, and we're down here at the moment. So we have a little bit more room to go. Is she going to go up? Don't know. We'll soon find out Friday. Dusty, good evening, and how are you today? He 15 man. Okay, UMCAC, no. Or Xena, no. Sorry, never heard of either one of them. Have you ever gone fishing? Oh my goodness. Aaron, I used to be a commercial fisherman in high school. Okay, until you bait by hand 2,000 hooks. 2,000 hooks by 5 a.m. Then come talk to me. Commercial fishermen out in New England, yeah, we go out there, we'd long line, and it's like bait hook, bait hook, bait hook. Yeah, no thank you, I don't even fish anymore. Lost it. I don't even eat lobster anymore because I was a lobsterman for a while. And one day me and my friend went scuba diving, and we got 17 lobsters, and we ate lobsters until we were sick of eating lobsters. So I just don't eat lobsters anymore. I would prefer a hot dog over a lobster any day. Sorry. But fish, yeah, every once in a while, I like fresh fish. What do I think of APA? Oh, we'll take a look at APA. APA. And Store Troll. Never heard of it. Never heard of what? Jeff. Oh, is that Jefferson? How's it going there, Jefferson? All right. They are those stocks. What are those stocks doing? Are they fishing? There you go, like that. What? What can you show a rollover example with Kohl's? Macy's, 154 million accounting fraud error. Ooh, that ought to be fun. Remember the last time we had a, what was it called? They called it accounting irregularities. They didn't call it fraud. They call it accounting. Hot dog over lobster. I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Okay, no nickname. I tell you what. Okay, you go and you sit down and you eat, well, there was 17 lobsters, 3 pounds of butter. Towards the end, it was just claws and tails. And it's like, you know, the last 5 is like, ugh, get these away from me. 1 or 2, yeah. But what's happening? It was just me and my buddy, Bill. And we sat and we ate 17. And I must have had 8. He must have had 9. Okay, yeah, you get sick of it. You do. All right, that would do it. Think about it, having, you know, sit down and eating all that lobsters, like after a while, ugh, this is, ugh. Anyway. Cosmos 8 Atom, and never heard of it. Time jump on Boeing stock. Let's take a look at Boeing. All right, give me a minute. Okay, I just finished up with Macy's. I do own some Macy's, okay. I have no idea what's going on with that. We will see. Next on the list, XYO. What the hell is XYO? Nothing. Can't find that symbol. That means no. ENT. Somebody was telling me about ENT. It has no options. That's a no. General Motors. I like General Motors. It's usually on my list. What's going on here? Look at that top. What's going on here? Okay, right now it's way too high and it's too close to the high. So I'm going to say no to General Motors because look where the high is. The high was Monday. Okay, she had 1 day pullback. That was yesterday. Now she's going back up again? I don't know. Okay, she went up, pulled back. Now she's going up again. Now she pulled back. What do you think? Heard of a Solana? Yes, I have. SOL. Why don't you trade when a stock is all-time high? That is such an interesting question. SOL. Now, I don't even know how you pronounce that. Bihatestis? Batestis. All right, I'm going to say it. Why don't I trade when a stock is at all-time high? Because it just doesn't make sense. Okay? Okay, when you're at an all-time high, what do you think is going to happen? Usually, there's going to be profit taken. You didn't say anything about APA. Yes, I did. Simone, I said we will go take a look at Apache in a little bit. Simone. Okay, so give me a few minutes. Apache is 3rd. Okay? I got 2 more stocks to do before Apache. General Motors, which we're doing now, and then Apache's coming right up. Okay, got that? All right. So, as I was saying, why don't I buy at an all-time high? Because it just doesn't make sense. When have you ever heard anybody say, hey, the stock's at an all-time high, let's buy it? No. You buy low, you sell high. Kenvue, Maximus, Kenvue. What is its ticker symbol for Kenvue? All right, next on the list, General Motors, we already looked at. ATOM, A-T-O-M. A-T-O-M. Yeah, that's a no. Now we're on APA, Apache. Here we go, Apache. All right, high of the year, 38. She drops back up, all the way down here. Here's the bottom right there in November. We're currently at 22.55. The 22.50 is going for 41. That's close to 2% for the week. Now, if you don't know, I like to do covered calls. Buy the stock, sell somebody the option to buy it from me for the same price I just paid for it. So if I buy this at 22.55, I want to sell it at 22.50 using a covered call. Okay, it's a stock option where it gives somebody the rights to buy it from me the same price I just paid for it. For that, they pay me a premium of 41 cents a share. Now they have between the time they buy that option and when that option expires. And this particular option that I'm talking about right now is next Friday. Because I do weekly options, they expire every Friday. All right, so Apache, a year ago, we were at 36.23. The top of the year was 37.82. From there, look at the last 90 days, which is the last 3 months. Okay, down, up, down, up. All right, so here's where we are right now. Now, not quite sure what that says, but let's take a look. All right. Not quite sure. Okay, 30 days ago, around 24. The high, 25, that was the beginning of November. She drops, here's the bottom right here. She goes up, pulls back, back up again. So she is going towards the upside very slowly, if you like Apache. BHP royalty. What is the biggest difference between futures and options? Well, options. You can have options on futures. You can have options on stocks or indexes. Okay? The stock market is one thing, the future market is a different thing. Futures market deals with raw materials. Okay, now most companies buy raw materials to make their products. So there's a huge difference between futures and the stock market. What is the best stock to get money long run? Peanut butter and jelly. What's happening? I have no idea anything about what it is you're looking for. What's the best stock to get money a long run? Not quite sure what you mean by that, because there's a lot of different ways you can look at that that statement. Andrea, hi James. Did we look at Kohl's yet? Yes, we did. We looked at Kohl's. Kohl's a serious downturn. Yep, I saw that. I'm not too worried about it. Should you use Fibonacci's with options? You could if you wanted to, all right? Now, royalty, BHP royalty. I created this trading strategy for my 9-year-old daughter. Okay, when she was 9, she wanted to learn how to trade. So simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way for her to lose. That's the strategy I had come up with. 5 rules. Rule number 1, never buy something you don't understand. If you're going to buy it, make sure you want to hold it for a very long time. 2, never sell at a loss. It defeats the purpose of the game. And it is a game. It is. You buy, you sell, you buy, you sell, you buy, you sell. It's a game. 3, make sure the company's consistently profitable. Me personally, I like 20 years of consistent profits. 4, weekly options are a must. No weekly options? No thank you. Rule number 5, make sure the numbers work. Now, if I'm buying it, this is the price I'm paying at the ask. If I'm selling it, well, this is the amount I'm getting on the bid. Bid if you're selling. Ask if you're buying. Okay, the options, totally opposite. And once I own the stock, I can sell it to somebody else. I can sell them a covered call, give them the right, but not the obligation to buy it from me at a certain price, strike price, by a certain date, expiration date. Okay, 29 November, that's this Friday. 6 December, that's next Friday. 13 December, 2 Fridays away. 20 December, 3 Fridays away, so on and so forth. Andre, I believe Kohl's is still in a downturn. Just debating my buddy and bit worried either. You are worried, or you're not worried? And you're a bit worried. Okay. I'm not quite sure what to tell you. How do you feel about shorting stocks? It's okay for some people. I don't do it. Sorry, I'm not worried about Kohl's. Okay. I've been averaging 9% a month from covered calls. Well, that's awesome, concerned citizen. I just think Kohl's has more room to move down. Well, yeah, it has more room to move down, but is it going to? There's a big difference. Remember, we looked at the book value of Kohl's. I believe it's at 34. Okay, the market value, the market price, what, 17, 18? High implied volatility stocks. Well, concerned citizen, cool. And blue chips. Okay, cool. 9% a month. That is a little over 2% a week. That's pretty good. Did your daughter have a limit price on the stocks she bought? Yeah, $250 was the limit. All right, so that's APA. We're currently at 22.52 and a slight little uptrend. What usually happens during this time of year? Let's take a look at the seasonality chart. Gives us a rough idea what to expect for the next couple of weeks. All righty. See, it goes down just a little bit and then goes back up again to finish up the year a little bit on the higher side. Okay, that being said, that is Apache. All right, next stock we're going to look at is going to be BA, which is Boeing. BA. VUZI. What the heck is that? VUZI. I'm a little concerned about that one. All right, let's take a look at Boeing, BA. All right. Okay, high of the year, 266.95. Brandon, I think I'm just going to put my life savings all on black at the casino. Cool beans. Okay, Zan, Chill Gravy. You got to tell me what the stock symbol is because I have no idea what that company is. Just closed my X covered call today from this week at 3.5%. Cool beans, Brian. Okay, Zan. Okay, Chill Gravy. You got to give me the stock symbol. I've never heard of that company. More than likely, it's going to be a no because I've never heard of it. All right, but I do need this ticker symbol. All right, so we're looking at Boeing. Here's the high, 266.95. Last 90 days, down, up, down. Now she's bouncing off that. Nice, I like that. Last 30 days. There you go, last 30 days. Sideways, down, up. Okay, she's in a nice upward trend at the moment. So here's the bottom right here, 137. We're currently at 152. The high is 158. Could it go higher? Yeah, it could. Is it going to? Don't know. Let's take a look at what does it usually do this time of year. This time of year, we are right here. Okay, so we are right here, the blue dot right now. So right there, she's going to go up, sideways, pull back, and sideways. Okay, if you like Boeing. It's actually that simple. Either you like the stock or you don't like the stock. Is it moving to the upside or is it moving to the downside? Cootie, what do you think about Moo Moo the Bull? I try not to think of Moo Moo the Bull, but thank you for asking. Don't know why. All right, back to here. Slide this over. Next on the list, Solano. Thoughts on DKNG and gaming industry in general. DKNG. What is DKNG? DKNG. DraftKings. Sorry, dude. DraftKings hasn't been around for 20 years. There's no possible way they can have 20 years of increased dividends. No, I don't do anything that doesn't have dividends. Yeah, it's DraftKings. I love it. I have it. It doesn't pay weekly options. Nothing pays weekly options. Okay, but this one does have weekly options. Okay. 43.30. The 43s go for 96 cents. That's like 2%. The 43.50s are going for 71. Okay. So you will get your 1% either way if you like DraftKings. PLTR, no dividends, no thank you. It does surprise me too, Andrea. Alrighty. Do you hold MUMU? What the heck is MUMU? Can't find that symbol, so no. How will the traffic affect, or the tariffs affect my stocks? I have no idea what stocks you're holding on to. They may affect it, it may not. I don't know. ARCC. Okay, that's going to be a no. Okay, Johnny, you're the second one who asked me about chill gravy, yet you haven't told me what the ticker symbol is. What's your take on Bitcoin? I love Bitcoin, but I don't trade it. Okay, I love the idea of it. Until it actually becomes something that I can make a weekly profit off of it without having to sit in front of my computer all day, I'll take a look at it. Until then, it's no. Andrea, MU is microelectronics. Yeah, on the way down. I don't know. Let's take a look at it. MU. Micron. Okay. Our high of the year was 158. That was in mid-June. The bottom of the year was last December, 72.35. The last 90 days, okay, there's our high, here's our low. Look, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's coming to the downside. Not huge. Brian wants to look at Dollar General. D, G, and then Merck. Somebody wants to take a look at Merck. M-R-K. DHT. What the heck is DHT? Oh, thoughts on VLKAF. That's a no. VLKAF. I can tell it's a no right off the bat. Can I teach you how to invest? Oh, you want to teach me how to invest? Sure, why not? Super Micron Electronics. Brian wants to take a look at Harley Davidson. HOG. Happy Thanksgiving. Yep, DTH is a monthly. I have it. It pays a great dividend. DHT. It's on the list already, so we'll take a look at it. All right, so MU, the last 30 days. All right, DHT is a pipeline company. I don't do options on it, but I like the stocks. Okay. Sir Sipalot. Comcast. CMCSA. CMCSA. Alrighty. I think I missed your thoughts on Kohl's. Okay. I like Kohl's. I actually bought more of Kohl's to do a dollar cost average on it. All right. So Micron is coming to the downside. The 30-day high is 114. The 30-day bottom, which was last Monday, that was 95.62. So Micron is actually on the list for tomorrow. Brian, MPW? MPW, cool beans. All right. Next on the list, Vuzi, V-U-Z-I. What the heck is that? V-U-Z-I. No, that was quick. Dollar General. Okay. Dollar General. Here's our high way over here. Here's our bottom. Up, down. Now we're bouncing off of this at 77. The 77 is going for 250. Can that be right? Can that be right? Dollar General, 250? Okay, the high of the year, 166. The bottom, 71. Last 90 days, up, down, up, down. Now she's going up again. Well, it looks good. The 28th, here we go. So here's the last 30 days. Okay, 30 days ago, we're at 81. She jumps up to 84, drops down to 72. Now she's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days to the upside, sitting at 76. So I can buy it at 77. But the 77s are going for 250. That doesn't sound right. All right, so I'm putting Dollar General, and I'm circling it. Alrighty then. I like Dollar General. It looks good. Next on the list, Merck, M-R-K. All right, Crypto Cowboy, Charizard and Turkey. Yeah, no and no. Sold calls on Dollar General today. Cool beans, Brian. Jimmy Edwards, Wells Fargo, WFC. Sir Sipalot, Costco, C-O-S-T. Yep, thank you for that, Brian. I appreciate that. Next on the list, DHT. DHT Holdings, that's a no. VLKAF. Volkswagen, no options, no. Harley Davidson, now I do have some Harley Davidson. Okay, a year ago, we're at our low of the year. 29.74 is the low of the year for Harley Davidson. The top of the year is 44.16. That was towards the end of March. All right, so look at the last 90 days. Okay, up, down, up, down. Now she's going up again, and she's pulling a little bit back. All right, last 30 days. All right, so 30 days ago, we were at 32.04. We bottomed out on the 5th at 31.32. The top was Monday. That was 35.21. Yeah, top was Monday, 35.21. She shoots up. Now she had 2 days to the downside. We're at 33.74 at the moment. Now, I do have Harley Davidson in 4 different accounts. So, and the funny thing is, I have it at different prices and different trading strategy in each account, which is kind of weird. All right, the 35. Next on our list, Costco, ENB, TPK204, Enbridge, ENB. That's usually a no. I don't even know why we're looking at it. Okay, He-Man 15. We haven't even looked at Merck yet. Did we? Yeah, we already looked at Merck. MRK. MRK. We did. Okay. MRK a year ago, 101.58. The top of the year, 131.20. We just bottomed out last week. Look at that drop. There's a big drop. Bounces off of this. Now she's shooting up. Look at all that space you have going up there. Okay, that looks lovely. However, let's take a look at the seasonality chart to see what does this company normally do this time of year. Well, she just goes up. Very slowly. Not huge, but very slowly to the upside. All right, we got 5 weeks left to go. Why not? What do I think of TSDD? Never heard of it. Isn't that weird? Never heard of it. TSDD. TSDD. Okay. Next on the list, Comcast. CMCSA. Now, Comcast, great company, okay, born in 1964, okay, has over 64 million customers paying it on a monthly basis. How can you go wrong there? 64 million clients paying them every single month. Okay, works for me. All right, Comcast. High of the year, 4706. Back in the tail end of January, the bottom of the year, end of April. Look at the last 90 days. Nice run up, pulled back, back up, back down again. Don't look that favorable at the moment. Yep, she's in a downturn now. So I'm going to write Comcast down for next week. So we'll keep our eye on it. CMCSA. All right. Now we'll take a look at MPW. MPW. I do have some MPW, just in case you're wondering. All right, the high of the year, 655. That was in May, mid-May, and again in mid-September. The bottom of the year was the middle of January, and that was 291. Look at the last 90 days. Big drop. The bottom was last week. 30 days. Here you go, last 30 days. 30 days ago, we were at 466. Jumped up to find the high of the 30-day period at 499. All right, from there, she drops. Last Wednesday is the 30-day bottom. Nightmare before Christmas. Bean with lean. Okay, interesting. So she went up a little bit this week. Monday was a nice little move. But yesterday she pulls back, and today she's back up again. All right, well, we're at 433. Now, I have quite a bit of this one, only because it looks interesting. You know, the numbers look good. Okay, at this moment in time, 433. Well, the 450s are going for 11 cents, which is almost 2, 3, 4%. So that's not bad if you think about it. So if you buy it at 433, you sell the 450s. Okay, that's almost 2%. Almost 3%. Yeah. All right. Cava, C-A-V-A. C-A-V-A. That's going to be a no, I know that much. TSDD. All right, next on the list is Wells Fargo, WFC. WFC. Oh, lovely. It's at the high of the year. No, thank you. Costco, C-O-S-T. Isn't that out of my price range? Yeah, and it's at the high of the year. Enbridge, E-N-B. E-N-B. High of the year, and it's a monthly? No, thank you. TSDD. TSDD. Okay, monthly? No, thank you. Cava. C-A-V-A. Alrighty. 28th right there. Has the last 30 days. Okay, 30 days ago we were here at 138, dropped all the way down to 129.41, shoots up to the high of the year, 172.72, pulls back, back up, back down. So she's going to the downside at the moment. Keep my eye on it. Cava Group, it's really not on my list, but, you know, want me to take a look at it? There he goes. What stock did you just show right after Comcast? MPW. Okay, no nickname. MPW came right after Comcast. Now I have a bunch of MPW. Brian, we just looked at MPW. Okay, so next on my list over here, I have Marvel. Wait a minute, no, I don't. Target, TGT. Yep, just as I thought. Damn it. Okay, a year ago we were at 131. The high of the year, 181. That was in the end of March. Was answering the question above. Okay, thank you, Brian. No nickname, thank you, sir. Okay, following alive, cool beans. All right, Target. There's our high, 181.44. That was back at the end of March. From there, she drops, goes sideways, and a big drop just recently. Okay. Kelly's Photo Agency. Brian, thoughts on Siri? S-I-R-I. Okay. Siri. Okay. Walmart is doing good. WMT. Oh, proved I'm still human. Alrighty, here we go. All right. Berkshire Hathaway sold their position. Okay. How's VFV? Are you kidding me? VFV. Never heard of it. It's funny thing, 'cause I've been trading for 20 years, and some of these stocks I just never heard of because I just never heard of them. Not that enticing for me. All right. Target. This is what I wanted to look at. Now, we had a lot of people saying some crap about this big, huge drop. Here's the bottom right there, 120. Great. 2 days to the upside, 1, 2. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all 3 of those days were above that bottom. So they would have been a yes to jump into Target this week. The 130.50, the 130s are going for 203. Okay, you take your 50 cents off there, you're still walking away with $1.50, well over 1%. That's what I'm looking for, well over 1% for the week. Target, yes. Okay. Next on the list, Siri. S-I-R-I. Siri, the high of the year, 57.80. That was back in December. The bottom of the year, 21.86. And that was in October. Well, look at the last 30 days. Here's your last 30 days right here. 30 days ago, at 26. Jumps up to the high, 28.84. Down to the bottom, which was last Thursday, 24.62. Zim is a big one coming up. Zim's a no. Sorry. Verb. Never heard of Verb. Austin, how are you today? Verb. V-E-R-B. Never heard of it. Okay. But look at Siri. Your 30-day high. She drops down. Here's your 30-day bottom. Nice movement to the upside. Oh, you have all the way up to here. Look at all that space it's got to go. Okay, I like Siri. The numbers look good. Okay, 26.65, the 26.50s are going for 65 cents. Ooh, I'm writing Siri down for next week. All right, Siri is written down. Verb technology. Really? I've never heard of it. V-E-R-B. Hell no. Takes care of that one. Walmart, WMT. Hell no. The high of the year. No, thank you. VFV. Nope. LRMR. Austin, how are you? LRMR. Austin, you're relatively new here. Okay? You keep giving me stocks that are no. I don't do monthly options. So I'm thinking you're just throwing a dart and just telling me what they are. All right, so no, no, and no. Next on my list is MU. We already looked at that one. Nike, NKE. Okay, it was on my list for this week. The high of the year, 123.27. Soundhound, no, sorry. No dividends, no thank you. Sorry, Jeffrey. Give a yes. I'm new. I've given a couple yeses already. MSTR, no. I want to learn. How about CVS? Okay, CVS. Hold on a second. CVS. My pen is being finicky. Just got here. Cool beans. CFIT. Never heard of CFIT. We're looking at Nike. CFIT. CFIT. We'll take a gander at it. Hold up. MSTR is a no. I know that much. Oh, CFLT. Oh, CFLT. CFLT. All right. Nike is a dumpster. Hey, John, I appreciate your thoughts on that. A year ago, Nike was at 123.63. Big drop right around the Olympics. I even forgot the Olympics were this year. She bottomed out at 70.75. Back up, back down. Here's the big drop. No MSTR because, someone doesn't like my thoughts on MSTR. Whoever, we'll get to that one. Why is there no, oh boy. Why is there no to a 15% dividend from Zim? Phil, you want me to say why I said no to Zim? Okay. We'll come back to Nike. So apparently, a couple people don't like my calls. First of all, let's take a look at Zim. ZIM. It has weekly options. Okay, hold that thought. Let's go take a look at how well they pay their dividends. ZIM. Okay, so Phil Burgess, I have two YouTube accounts. One is the one that you're on right now. The other one is just a screen. Just this screen here. It's the only thing on YouTube is just a screen. So why no to Zim? Right here. Look at your dividends. 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. That's it. 4 years of dividends. And no consistency. August 24, 2021. December 15th, 2021. 2022, it was March, May, August, November. 2023, 1. April 4th. 2024, 2. June and August. And look at the numbers. 2, 250, 17, 285, 475, 295, 640, 23, 93. Yeah, no consistency whatsoever. Only 4 years. No. Sorry, Phil. I like 2 decades, 20 years of consistent dividends. This one's not consistent, and it's only 4 years. Not even 4 years. No, Zim. Okay? All right, I'm going to say right there. Okay, whoever, no to MSTR. All right. Same thing. MSTR. Let's check out the dividends for MSTR. Oh, there are no dividends for MSTR. The name of the channel, what you're here at, is Dividend Stock Talk. That first word is dividend stock talk. There's no dividends for MSTR. And you're asking me, no, why do I say no to MSTR? No dividends, no thank you. It's basically that simple. Trying to understand your thoughts. Okay, whoever, No dividends? No, thank you. No weekly options? No, thank you. It's really not that difficult. Okay, there's 9,753 companies to look at. That's a lot of companies to look at. Now, when I say 2 decades of increased dividends, that's 20 years of increased dividends. Not every once in a while, every single year. Phil, you got it? Okay, so 9,753 companies. Out of that 9,753 companies, only about 300 consistently increase their dividends and have weekly options. If you got a pen and piece of paper, crayon, mascara, marker, write it on the walls. I really don't care. Are you ready? First list, the Dividend Kings. 54 companies that have consistently increased their dividends for more than 5 decades. List number 2, Dividend Aristocrats. 25 years of increased dividends. List number 3, Dividend Champions. 25 years of increased dividends. They have a little bit of different rules than the aristocrats, but still 25 years of increased dividends every single year. Every year, higher and higher. Not every once in a while, every year. List number 4, the Dividend Contenders. 300 companies that have consistently increased their dividends between 10 and 24 years. Okay? Now, for the fun of it, list number 5, Warren Buffett's list, 2024. Good enough for Warren? Good enough for me. That's the way I look at it. All right. That being said, Zim is a no. MSTR, that's a no. AT&T, that's going to be a no. It's at the high of the year. No, thank you. I don't buy at the high of the year. It doesn't make sense to me. Stock goes up, it comes down. It goes up, it comes down. It goes up, it comes down. When it comes down and it turns and it starts to go back up, that's where I want to jump in. I don't want to buy at the bottom because it could go lower. Right? As soon as she gets to a bottom, turns around and starts going back up, that's where I want to jump in. Now, I only got 300 companies to look at. Okay, I don't look at all 300 every single week. I look at the stocks specifically when they're getting ready to pay their dividends. See these little green dots? All right. Kinder Morgan, Ford, ExxonMobil, Archer Daniels, Nextera, Target, Aflac, Visa, IBM, Series, Citigroup, UPS, Hershey's, Walgreens, Johnson & Johnson, Baxter, eBay, Coca-Cola, Kroger, whole bunch. You probably heard of every single one of those companies. Those are the only ones I like. Okay, most of them are over 50 years old. They've been in business for over 5 decades. They got 20 years of increased dividends. That means every year they're profitable, and then they're profitable again, and they're profitable again. Not every once in a while. Okay. Ozlev Kola, RKLB. Never heard of it. And something I've never heard of, it's usually going to be a no. But let's take a look at it. RKLB. Rocket Lab. Interesting. I'm going to say no only because look at where it is. It's at the high of the year. That's one thing I don't do. I don't stand on a ladder, wait for someone to bring me a taller ladder. It just doesn't make sense. Okay? She goes up, she goes down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, where do you think she's going to go next? Eventually, she's going to pull down. Eventually. Thoughts on Intel? Benny. I like Intel. INTC. Okay, now I do have some Intel at this moment in time. The high of the year was back in December, 51.13. The bottom of the year was in September, 18.44. All right, so from there, she shoots up, goes sideways, back up, pull back, black. Yeah, so she's pulling back at the moment. So I'm going to put this down for next week, Intel. Because I want it, see where the bottom is right here? Okay, she's coming down, okay, down, up, down, okay? I want to find out where she hits the bottom, turns around, and then starts going back up again. That's what we're looking for next week. Intel, INTC. All right, so that's on the list. We'll take a look at that next week. Christopher, DOC. What the heck is DOC? The dock of the bay, sitting in the morning sun. It's a monthly, and we don't do that. Sorry. Is what it is. Trying to understand my thoughts. My thoughts are very simple. Number one, the company's got to be consistently profitable. That's pretty easy. That makes so much sense. It's pitiful that it makes so much sense. Why would you put your money into a company that's not profitable? And I'm not talking once in a while. I'm talking every single year. So the profits, also known as the dividends, should increase every year. Okay, Andrea, Zim signs are all over the map. My uncle worked for, and they go up when there's a war. Okay, I get it. Still doesn't fit. Zim, Israeli company. Oh. Heisman wants to take a look at Geo. Okay, Zim's a no. That's a no. CVS. CVS. I don't know who wanted to look at CVS, but here we go. CVS. The high of the year was in January. That right? 83. Okay, the bottom was just recently. Look at the last 90 days. Down, up, down, up. Okay, it's still going to the upside. Neat. We still got quite a bit of room for growth. Okay, here's your 30-day high way up here at 63. Here's your bottom way down here at 53. She shoots up, and we still have more room up there. Okay, I actually have some CVS. Next on the list, CFLH. What the heck is CFLH? CFLH. Can't find that symbol. That's a no. Geo, G-E-O. Geo Group. Yeah, that's a no. Look at the big jump. Okay, right after the election. Jumped up. Well, look at all this space down here. A couple of weeks ago, we're way down here. After the election, she jumps up. What goes up must come down. Spinning wheels got to go round. What goes up got to come down. I don't like buying at the high. It just doesn't make sense to me. I got 300 companies, well, right around 300 companies to look at. There's a whole bunch that look better than this. So why would I want to do this one this week? I'm not saying that I'm never going to do it. I'm just saying this week, it doesn't look good. It might look better in 3 weeks. It's going to take at least 3 weeks for this thing to drop down to a number that's actually halfway decent. So I'm going to write it down for 3 weeks. Then I will take a look at it in 3 weeks. All right, so let's keep on going. Oh, wow, we got 35 more questions to go. CVS. Okay, thoughts on Intel. How about COP, ConocoPhillips? Oh, I like ConocoPhillips. But is it the right time to buy ConocoPhillips? All right, ConocoPhillips, COP. Yes, it is. I like that. So let's go back a little bit. Okay, a year ago, ConocoPhillips, 114.51. The high of the year, 135, was back in the beginning of April. Look at the last 90 days. Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's going up. All right, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Okay, 30 days ago was our bottom. And that was 102.16. Last Thursday was the high, and that was 115.38. Okay, Friday was down, Monday was down, Tuesday up, Wednesday up. 2 days to the upside. Good. What looks like tomorrow? Friday. What looks like Friday? All right, Friday, the 107s, 108s are going for 122. Well, that sounds good. What does it look like? Covered call. Let's get out of that. Let's take a look at December 6th, the 108s right there. Just do one contract at the market, so it would fill first thing Friday morning, and here's what it would sound like. Buy one, covered call, COP, 100s, those are the weekly, 6 December 24, that's this coming Friday, the 108 call against the stock, COP, at the market to open. All right, so 187 is the profit for this contract, 187. Heisman, we already looked at Geo, okay? It's going to be a no, but we're going to look at it again in 3 weeks because it's way too high at the moment. Okay, take out my calculator. If my profit in this one contract is going to be 187, okay, what is it costing me for the trade? Well, the cost of the trade plus commission is 10,000. 10,613. That's 1.7%. Does that make sense to you? 1.7%. So the question should be, number one, does it make sense? Number two, do I like ConocoPhillips? Number three, do I like ConocoPhillips at 108? Because that's the current price. And then question number four is, can I see myself owning ConocoPhillips for a long time if I have to? Now remember, they consistently increase their dividend. So if the stock goes down, you're at least getting a higher dividend. All right, let's get out of there. Get out of there. Let's get out of there. Let's go out of there. Back to where we were. All right. The MacDog 81. We already looked at Boeing. Okay. RHB 2021. How about Tesla? Yeah, no. Burn it all. What's the stock that pays dividends whose share price has consistently gone up? Well, there's a whole bunch of those. And there isn't one that's consistently gone up, because stocks go up and then they come down. Stocks go up and then they come down. And then you know what they do? They go down and then they go back up again. Weird, isn't it? Okay, MacDog 81, we already looked at Boeing. The name of the channel is Dividend, but every time I tune in, uh-oh, what am I missing? TVN. The name of the channel is Dividend Stock Talk, but every time I tune in, you talk about options, not dividends. Whoever, well, here's the thing. Yes and no, okay? Dividend Stock Talk. I invest in dividend stocks, and I use the dividends as a precursor to tell me when the stock is moving up. So if the dividend tells me when the stock is going to increase in value, well, yeah, I buy it, and I use a stock option to give me my 1% per week. So, DP, how are you calculating the 1%, please? All right, here we go. You ready? Do you see this number up right here? The ask price? Okay, when it comes to the stock, there's a bunch of prices you got to keep in mind. Specifically, the last mark sold was 97 cents, which is over 1%. Okay, MDT. All righty, I get it. MDT. I'll write that one down. We'll take a look at it. MDT. Is that Medtronics? MDT? I don't know. Hold up. Okay, so how am I calculating the 1%? Now, it's kind of silly if you think about it. You ready? The current stock price. Okay, there's a bunch of numbers you got to know with the stock when you're buying something. One, what's the opening price of the day? What's the high of the day? What's the low of the day? What is the close of the day? Okay? Then you look at the volume. It's how many shares traded. And then there's the bid and the ask. The bid is how much I can sell it for. The ask is how much I can buy it for. If I'm going to buy it, I'm paying this price right here. 107.85. So how do I calculate my 1%? Are you ready for this one? It's really crazy. See what the decimal point is? 107.85. You take the decimal point, move it over 2 spaces to the left. So it's 1.07. That's 1%. 1.07 is 1% of 107. If you take if you take $101.07 and you multiply it by 100, you're going to get 107. Okay, 1%. Just move the decimal point over 2 spaces. That's it. All right, Boeing, McDog. We already looked at Boeing. 86 wants to take a look at Dividend. Heisman, GEO. We already looked at it. DVN. Okay, hold on. DVN. Ooh. All righty. DVN, Devon Energy, the high of the year, 55.05. That was back in the beginning of April. The bottom was, I think, yesterday or today. And that was in the 37 area. Look at the last 90 days, which is the last 3 months. Okay, down, up, down, up, down, and then sideways. Last 30 days. Here we go. Last 30 days. 30 days ago today, we opened up at 38.18. The high of the 30-day period was 3 weeks ago, and that was 40.54. The bottom was yesterday. See it right here? The bottom was yesterday, 37.28. Alrighty, so today is one up day. Okay, today's one up day. I like 2 days to the upside. So it looks like it could be a good contender for Monday. That was a good pick. Monday, DVN. DVN. Now, DVN, 37.88. We'd be looking at the 38s, and that's paying 50 cents a share. I like that one. Heisman, GEO, we looked at. McDog, BO. What the heck is BO? BO Pro Shares. Yeah, no. Which stock was that? That was Devon Energy, DVN. B, what price entry do you think for Intel, INTC? We already looked at Intel. And I think nothing on Intel until it bottoms out. Okay, see the bottom over here? 2 days to the upside. Next day you jump in at the market open. Bottom here, 2 days the upside. Nope. Bottom here, 2 days the upside. That's where you jump in right there. Maybe you get your 1%. Okay, Maximus Decimus. Hormel. Now, Hormel, I don't think I bought it that many times because the premiums really aren't that great. See, the stock is at 32.37. Well, you're looking at the 32.50s. Oh, well, yeah, that works. All right, well, let's take a look at it. Let's move this over. Just move it on over. Just slide it on over. Move over, cool dog. Hot dogs moving in. A year ago, 32.56. The bottom of the year, right around 28. That was on the mid-February. Here's your top, 36.80. She drops. Look at that sideways. Wow. Well, down, up, down, up. Last 30 days. Here we go. Last 30 days. Ooh. I'm going to say no to Hormel only because she's at 30-day high. Look, 30 days ago we're at 31. Down, up, down, up, down. Here's the bottom right here at 29. She shoots up. She's now at 32. Well, from 29 to 32 is only a $3 move. But a $3 move on a $29 stock is still 10% move. 10%, you can have people jumping ship and taking profits. CHPT, never heard of it. CHPT. Interesting. ChargePoint Holdings. Okay, I'm going to say no because I'm having a very difficult time imagining this company with 20 years of increased dividends when the stock is at $1.17. Explain to me that one. So if I buy it at $1.17, the dollar's going for that. Well, that is interesting. You get 2% buying it at the money. NRG. Glitch. NRG. What is it? NRG. No. Oh, did you really just say, oh, that's a no? And TXRH. You got all three of them, dude. You got the trifecta. No, no, and hell no. Wait a minute. No, hell no, and what the hell are you thinking? What is your YouTube? Austin, it's The 10-Minute Trader. If you come up here to the bio right there, where my name is in the top left corner, you click on that, that'll take you right to The 10-Minute Trader, and all my social media links are right in there. Trump trade. Following. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, thanks, 86. AHT. What the heck is AHT? Ashford. Nope. Fang. F-A-N-G. Okay. Diamondback Energy. Well, let's see how well they've paid out their dividends. F-A-N-G. Oh, look at that. Oh, come on. 3 years of dividends, that's it? Nope. Okay. 6 years of dividends. Sorry. Eli Lilly's out of my price range. Sorry. How are you calculating the 1%? Oh my goodness, really? You asking that question again? I have a few thousand to play with. Any suggestions? No coins. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't do those either. Yield max. Gas. All right, hold on a second. All right, you guys got to give me a minute. I'm going to put up a video for you guys to watch.
My dad doesn't let me call it that, but I do. Hi, I'm JC.
All right, it's my daughter. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Which my dad doesn't let me call it that, but I do. Being part of that, you're going to be getting weekly lists of stocks that I'll be trading, and every month you'll be getting 4 lists of stocks that you can choose from that'll help you get the best return on your money. List number 1 is stocks that paying out each year, I think. And then list number 2 is a list of stocks that pay out twice a year. List number 3 is a list of stocks that pay out every month. And the 4th list is lists of stocks that pay out every quarter, which is 4 times a year. Yeah. The lists I'm going to send you is going to help you get the best return on your money. Wait, I just realized something. If there are 20 days exactly in this year of... There's 20 days exactly in this year, January, of the trading days. And if you only have to own stock for about 2 or 3 days, how many times can you buy? 4 times! Or 5. Yeah. I just realized that the lists I'm sending you are kind of irrelevant because I'm going to be sending you a list of stuff that I'm trading, and you can just watch me, but I'm going to send it to you anyways for you guys that like to be organized.
Okay, there's over 20 days in the month of January. There's over 20 days in February. There's over 21 days in the month of March. What does that mean? That means every single day you can buy a different stock, because every single day there's a different company paying out dividends. Anyway, no, seriously. By picking just one company per month, just one. January, February, March, that's 12. 12. You can buy 12 different companies for the whole year and still make over 20% a year. That is easy. One trade a month. Who can't do one trade a month? But, I want to bump it up a little bit. Let's do 2 trades a month. 20 days. 20 days in the month of January, you can do 2. One every 10 days. Okay, so you get 2 January, 2 February, 2 March, blah, 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 24 for the whole year. And if you're getting at least 2%, that's close to 50% a year. 50% per year. That's cool. Anyway, this is James.
Tapping on the back door. Let me out!
Have a good day.
Inappropriate time.
Beware of day trading options. It's one of the fastest ways to lose all of your money. This is what some people will keep telling you.
Don't trade daily options. You heard them. That's one of my funniest videos. I like that one. That was my daughter. Okay, sorry. I had the, nature calls at the weirdest time. That's only the 2nd time this year nature called in the middle of my show. All right, anyway, let's get out of there. Yield max. Oh, damn it. No, yield max. What is that? What is yield max? GASS. GASS. No. Ooh, Walgreens. Amy, how? We haven't done MTD. My Roth, DVN, SCHD. Ooh, wow. I missed all these while I was gone. How am I calculating the 1%? I have a few thousand. Okay, no coins. Got that one. What do I think of NEP? Christopher, NEP. NEP. Nexteria Energy Partner. No. Wasn't that quick? You should have a 3-to-1 risk ratio. TJ, I appreciate that. Thank you. Now, TJ, I do. I appreciate the offer of advice there, TJ. 3-to-1 risk ratio. I get that. However, you're new here, number 1. Number 2 is this trading strategy I am teaching here was created for my 9-year-old daughter. I just showed you the video. That was my daughter, 9 years old. That was her when she was 11. Let's go back to that for a second. Okay.
Being part of my internet.
This is her when she was 11. When she was 9, she jumped on my lap and said, "Daddy, can you please teach me to do what you're doing?" Okay? At age 11, she's been doing it for 3 years. Okay? So it has to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way that she could lose. Okay? That's the 5 criteria I need to overcome to create a trading strategy for the little princess. That being said, all right, I came up with 5 rules. Rule number 1, Never buy something you don't understand. I'm sure you can agree with that. It kind of makes sense. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. Well, yeah, probably could agree with that one too. Rule number 3, this is the one people have a hard time with. Make sure the company is consistently profitable. The way I use consistent profits, how often have they increased their dividends? Now, if the dividend is a portion of the profits that gets back to the shareholders, that's us, okay, when we buy the stock, that we become the shareholders. Our profits from the company are given back to us in the form of a dividend. So if the dividend consistently increases, more than likely the company's making more money, because you can't pay more dividends, can't keep increasing the dividends unless you're consistently profitable. So rule number 3, make sure the company's consistently profitable. For me, I like 2 decades of consistent profits. Now there's 9,753 companies available to choose from any day. Only about 300 of them. That wipes out 98% of all the other stocks. So only 3%, about 300 companies, consistently increase their dividends. And rule number 4, they have to have weekly options. I don't do monthly options because the numbers just don't work for me. Now, this is my trading strategy. You could do whatever you want. I'm just sharing what I do. I don't give advice. I give you my opinion. I give you what would I do in that situation. That's the only thing I'm looking for. I'm not giving advice. I'm not giving tips. I'm not saying what is good, what is bad. I'm just taking a look and seeing would they fit? Would I buy them? Most of the time, it's a no. NEP? No. Monthly options? I don't do monthly options because they just don't work. What program am I trading with? This is Think or Swim. It's owned by Charles Schwab. Now, user 509492, whatever, SCHD, no. The numbers just don't work. Okay, plain and simple. Okay, rule number 5, make sure the numbers work. Rule 1, never buy something you don't want to hold long term. Make sure you understand it. Rule 2, never sell at a loss. Make sure the company's consistently profitable, weekly options, and then make sure the numbers work. What numbers are we talking about? Right here. What am I buying it for? What's the closest strike price? And is that over 1%? Pretty simple, right? Now, is the stock the right time to buy it? Well, I don't buy at the high of the year. So that's a no. Even though the numbers look great. The numbers look great, but I don't buy at the high of the year. It doesn't make sense to me. It's like standing on a ladder waiting for someone to bring me a tall ladder. It just doesn't make sense. All right. I own DVN. I don't have any DVN, but DVN's on my list for next week. I own SCHD in my Roth IRA. I feel bad for you if you own SCHD. It only tells me that you don't really care about your money. Because if you did, you would take a good look at SCHD. Let's go right to Yahoo Finance. Put SCHD in here. SCHD. Okay, now SCHD, my friend, has a current yield, come on, of 3.46. 3.46 for the year, not a week, not a quarter, not a month, for the year. So I'm showing you how to invest for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. That's over 50% per year. That's what I get. Okay? I'm not saying that you can get it too. I'm just saying it's a simple trading strategy created for a 9-year-old. And I like to think if you have a Roth IRA, you're over the age of 9. Okay? So you should be able to understand simple, safe, predictable, consistent. Buy a good company. Make sure you're buying it at the right time. This ain't the right time to buy. That's the right time to sell at the high. You buy low, you sell high. Simple. Amy, how are you doing? Brian, MDT. was that, I want to say Medtronics, MDT, Medtronics. Here's our high in November. Here's our low in July. A year ago at 79. The bottom is at 76 in July. The high is at 93 in October. She drops down to 84, shoots back up to 86. It looks interesting. Well, let's take a good look at it. Okay, last 90 days. Look at the pattern. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's coming up, bouncing off of that 90-day bottom right there. This is 90 days. Here's the 90-day bottom. Here's your 90-day top. Let's zoom in and take a look at the 30-day. Okay, here's 30 days. Here's your high, here's your low. Look, bouncing off of that. Look at all this space up here. Okay, here's your bottom down here. Okay, she's bouncing up. Now, look at all this room she has to roam. That's like, get out there, doggy, and run. Woohoo! All right, so MDT. Currently, it's at 86.45. It doesn't have an 86.50, but it does have an 87. An 87, well, that's a no, because it's not enough money. It's not even a 0.5%. The 86 is losing 45 cents. That's a no also. So we just did all that work for no reason whatsoever. So MDT, the chart looks great, but the numbers are horrible. Sorry. Amy, hi. Maximus, Walgreens, WBA. Let's take a gander at WBA. All right. WBA. Alrighty. A year ago, there's our high, 26.92. Now, we bottomed out last Thursday at 8.05. Look at this. 8.05. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 days to the upside. We're currently at 9.06. Our high was just a little over 11. Okay, so a little over 11. She drops. She bounces back up. The 9s are going for 25 cents a share. That's over 2%. If you like Walgreens. A lot of people don't like them because they're at a low. Well, the reason why they're at a low is because the current administration does not want to prosecute theft. Steal something? That's okay, don't worry about it. Really? Okay, so once the new administration comes in and they crack down on theft, Walgreens has already committed to cut out 25% of their non-performing stores. Well, great, they cut off 75% of the, wait a minute. They cut out 25% of their stores. Okay, maybe next year they'll do a lot better. Don't know. They've been in business for over 170 years. They're not going anywhere. All right, thoughts on Yield Max, PLTRY. PLTRY. Can't find that symbol. PLTRY. Doesn't make sense. Keep on keeping on. 86. Alex, I still need to go through your YouTube channel. I'd like to learn as much as I can. Alex, I'm going to tell you right now, don't do that. Seriously, do not try to learn everything out there, because you're going to be learning stuff that's totally irrelevant that you really don't need to know. Think about it this way. Work the equation backwards. What do I mean by that? Well, you probably have a good idea of how much money you have. You probably have a good idea of how much money you need. There's a big difference between what you need and what you want. There's a huge difference between needs and wants. Alex, you ready? Needs and wants, huge difference. Food, shelter, clothing. Those are the only needs there are. Everything else is a want. Okay, you don't need a car, you want a car. You don't need a house, you want a house. You can live in a cardboard box, that's shelter. You can live in a tent, that's shelter. You can live under a rock, that's shelter. Food, shelter, clothing, those are your 3 necessities. Okay? Figure out what you need in order to reach your goal. If you want to retire early, great. What do you need? Wonderful. What do you have to work with? Great. What's your risk parameters? What's too risky? What's not risky enough? Work the equation out backwards. If you need $4,000 a month in order to live comfortably, you're going to need at least $100,000 at 1% per week. Okay? If you want to do it the old-fashioned way, where they have a 4% draw, well, 4% draw, you're going to need at least a couple of million to give yourself $4,000 a week. Okay? Work the equation backwards. Learn what you need to know. Okay? You go to college nowadays, they teach you shit you don't need to know. But you got to pay for it. Same thing. Alex, only learn what you need to know to get you where you want to go. Contract if it doesn't do well. B, I have no idea what you mean by that. B, if his call option doesn't get exercised, he sells more calls the next week. Thanks, 86. Nice. Oh, Rico. Oh, boy. Rico wants... Oh, am I at the beginning? Am I at the end? That's it. That's all the questions. Okay. Rico, what are the tax consequences? Wow, that's an awesome question, Rico. Now, let me see if I can explain it in a bunch of different ways, because there's a whole bunch of different ways of looking at it. The way I look at it is, I don't pay taxes because my accounts are set up in a manner which are non-taxable. Okay? That's the way I look at it. The way you might look at it is, if the account's in your personal name and you're going to be paying taxes, well, you need to talk to a tax strategist to help you out and figure out how do you want to do your trading. Okay? Do you want to do it in your own personal name? Do you want to put all your money into a trust and have the trust do the trading? Do you want to put it into a corporation and have the corporation do the trading? If it's in the corporation, is it going to be the main focus of the corporation, or is it going to be in the pension department of the corporation? MDT 86s for the next week, specifically the last mark sold was 97, which is over 1%. MDT. Medtronics. Okay, so Medtronics, here we go. 86.45. So the closest strike price is going to be the 87. Okay. Now, I'm not quite sure, Brian, why don't you understand that, 97? Okay. So I'm seeing different numbers than you're seeing. Okay, Brian? All right? I'm seeing different numbers than you're seeing. Okay? Now, 86.45 is the current price. The closest strike price is going to be the 86s. And it's going for 83 cents a share. However, if you're buying it at 86.45 and you're selling it at 86, you're losing 45 cents right off the top. So you take the 45 cents off of the 83, now you're walking away with 38 cents a share. 38 cents a share is not even close to 0.5% of 86. But the 87s, they're going for 36 cents. So if you're walking away with 36 cents on the 86s, and you're walking away with 36 cents on the 87s, you might as well do the 87s because you have capital appreciation. Okay, so if you bought it at 86.45 and you sold it at 87 and it goes above 87, well, you get the 36 cents plus you get the additional 55 cents, the difference between the purchase price and the 87 strike price. So yeah, MDT is not 1%. Because if you're buying it at 86.45, you're losing 45 cents right off the top. So, should I only do it in my Roth? Rico, here's the thing. If you get a divorce, your Roth is up for grabs. Sorry. That's the ask. I'm looking at the bid. Yeah. The bid, 83. Okay, the bid, 83 cents. The ask is 104. Okay? Now, you might not be able to see them. Okay, the reason why this screen is live on YouTube, because if you're on your phone or your iPad or even your laptop, it's very challenging to see these numbers. That's why this whole screen is live on YouTube. You got some people out there in the audience, you guys know who you are, sitting there on your nice fancy couch, having some popcorn and a beer or some wine or whatever. MGIC, what is that? Magic? So, Brian, when you say look at the bid, I see what the bid is. But the bid is for the buyers, not the sellers. We are not buyers, we are sellers. Hi, what delta do you sell your calls at? Wow. Event loading. Event loading, the delta, I don't even pay attention to the delta. The reason why I don't pay attention to the delta, because I think you missed the part where I created this trading strategy for my 9-year-old daughter. Okay, I was not going to explain to her the delta, the theta, the gamma, the vega, all that bullshit. No. It had to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way for her to lose. That's the 5 criteria I need them to meet. Once you get into the delta and the pricing options, yeah, no. Laura, hi James, do you teach how to do for investment? Yes, I do, Laura. Now, you've been here a couple of times. Does it make sense? Laura, what I suggest, come over to TikTok, DM me with your phone number. I'll give you a buzz. We'll chat. If it's for you, great. If not, good. Amy, sorry. Do you understand my question? Do you teach this week? Well, I teach every day. That's what I'm doing right here. Okay? So, Brush Hog Billy and Snail Nut. I mean your class. I don't have a class. This is my teaching right here. Sorry. Eventually, I will be doing seminars and whatnot. You know, live seminars, one-on-one. Actually go to a hotel room and say, hey, come on down, teach, whatever. And I'll probably be doing some online teaching also. But we haven't set up classes yet, Amy, so DM me, I'll give you a buzz. Brush Hog Billy wants to take a look at Magic. MGIC. Magic software enter. No. Sandy, VLO, Valero. I like Valero. I do, it's on my list. Magic, not on my list. Valero is on my list. Okay. High of the year, right here, 185. Low of the year, 120. Shoots up, drops down, big up, back down again, 139. The 139 is going for 183. Okay, that's more than 1%. Wonderful. However, look at that. Down, up, down. Here's the bottom right here. Here's your top right here. Got awfully close right there. Pulled back. So we had 2 weeks of pullback. Yeah. We're going to take a look at VLO next week or the week after. I'd say 2 weeks for VLO. VLO. Sorry, kiddo. VLO. I have to put it off. CPRX. Never heard of it. CPRX. Catalyst Pharmaceuticals. Nope. Sorry, I don't like monthly options. The numbers just don't work for me. If they work for you, great. More power to you. No. Black Eyed Joe, back again. How you doing today, brother? Ford. Interesting. The high for Ford, 14.89. That was mid-July. Beginning of August, we're at 9.53. Kind of going sideways. Look at that sideways movement. Look at that. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now she should be coming back down again. Now, it's not that difficult. I could get a third grader in here and say, tell me what, buddy. Trace this out with your fingers. Okay, down, up, down, up, down, up. That's all stocks do. They go up, they go down. They don't come to your house and walk your dog. They don't take out the trash. They don't even wash the cars and wipe it down, shine the window. They don't do anything but go up and go down. Why do people want to make it more complicated than it needs to be? Just by looking at the chart, you can tell. It goes up, down, up, down. Well, currently it's right here. Well, fine. I'm going to wait for it to come down before I buy it. It's actually that simple. Adults, you guys have a tendency to be more complicated than it needs to be. Remember, it was created for a 9-year-old. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent. You can tell where it's going. Up, down, up, down, up. Well, now she should be coming back down again. So what does that mean? Well, if it's coming back down again, I don't want to buy it. I want to wait about a week or two. I'm going to say 2 weeks before I look at Ford again. I mean, it's actually that simple. All right, next on the list. mRNA. What is that? Moderna. mRNA. Let's go here. mRNA. Interesting. Okay, so here's Moderna. The high of the year, 170. The low, 37. Okay, up, down, down. Now she's bouncing here. 43.50 is the current price. The 43 is going for 176. Okay, you take the 50 cents off that, you're walking away with 126. That's still 3% on Moderna. Well, let's take a better look at the chart. A year ago, 78.25. The high, 170. The last 3 months, the last 90 days, down, up, down, up. Okay, plain and simple, easy to see. Last 30 days. Okay, last 30 days, here's the high, 58. The bottom, 36. Went sideways for a week, went up, well, now we're at 43.50. Does it make sense? Is it a stock that you like? Do you like it at this price? Is it something you can see yourself owning for a long period of time? Because it doesn't make sense to buy something if you don't understand it. Archer, ACHR, Archer Aviation, hell no. You see that? She goes from $3 to $8. That's a huge jump. What do you think's happening next? Seriously, honestly, think about it. If it's at $3 a couple of weeks ago, now it's at $8.50. From $3 to $8.50, you're just shy of a 200% increase. Take your profit and run. Corona, SMCI, hell no. Please look at the numbers. Go to a finance website, Google Finance, Yahoo Finance, any financial website. Put in SMCI. Find out how consistently have they increased their dividends. Second, find out what the current yield is for SMCI. Better yet, let's put it in right here. SMCI. Oh, come on. It's not giving me the yield. All right, so let's go to historical data. What are the dividends? Yeah, no dividends. I see that. SMCI, no dividends, no thank you. That's simple. No dividends, no thank you. The name of the station or the name of the channel, Dividend investing for weekly cash flow. Dividend stock talk. Dividend investing for weekly cash flow. No dividends, no thank you. It's actually pretty simple. All right, next on my list, advanced auto parts. Ooh, I have me some advanced auto parts. Actually, I have a bunch. Here's our high, 86 or 87. A year ago, we're at 53. She shoots up, pulls back, big drop, sideways, we're at 43.80. So we'll be looking at the 44s. 155. That's over 3%. I like over 3%. That works. Corona, you got that? Seriously, Corona, do yourself a favor. Go in and look at the performance. How well do they perform? Alex, then why would you still have all your YouTube videos if you don't recommend might learn something? Well, I teach people stuff. I don't recommend what stocks to buy. Okay? Now, I don't recommend anyone buy anything. Never listen to a random guy on YouTube. You shouldn't listen to me. Alex, you take what I say with a grain of salt. Okay? Go and check the numbers yourself. Do your own research. Find out what works for you. I'm just showing you what I do. Okay? I'm just showing this is what I do. And the big question I always ask everyone before the night's over. Number one question. Does it make sense? That's the number one question you should be asking yourself. Does it make sense? We're taking a look at advanced auto parts. Right now, advanced auto parts, the high of the year was in March. That's not me making it up. That's me showing you the chart. You can go into any charting service, pull up advanced auto parts, AAP. Look where the high of the year was. Where is it? It's right there. Okay, where's the low of the year? Well, it's right there. Where is the stock last year at this time? Well, it was right there at 50 bucks. Well, where is it now? Well, right now it's at 44. Okay? So, what is the movement from last year? So you take your finger onto the screen, look. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Big drop, sideways, now it's going back up again. It actually found the bottom of the year, and now it's going up. Does that make sense? I mean, it's a very simple question. Well, do you know who Advanced Auto Parts is? Okay, if you're a handy guy, you're Alex, I don't know, do you know how to turn a wrench? Some guys don't. Some guys don't know which end of a screwdriver to hold. It sounds weird, but that's what it is. So either you know who Advanced Auto Parts is, you either understand what they do, okay, they sell auto parts. Everyone's got to take care of their car, so you get an auto parts store. Okay, anyway. So the high of the year, the low of the year, what is it doing? Well, currently it's bouncing off the bottom of the year. Okay, you really can't argue that. All right, you really can't argue it. Look at it. Okay. A month ago, we're at 40. She drops down to 37, shoots up, pulls back. Now she's shooting up again. How far can it go? Does it make sense? Okay? Then, if you like it, and only if you like it, if you do your own research, fine, great. Well, what's the current price? Well, the current price at this moment in time is $43.80. Okay, but what you're not seeing, Alex, is you're not seeing the big picture. The big picture is the opening price, $44.10. The high of the day, $44.88. The low of the day, $43.31. The close, the very last trade of the day, was $44.44. Now, whenever you see the closing price of the day, the last trade, if the bid and the ask are both lower, it means the market maker is going to push it down tomorrow. So look at where it is. The stock price, $44.44. The high of the 30-day period, right here, 46. You see that, Alex? It's all a numbers game. You look at the numbers. Ask yourself, does it make sense? Then you ask yourself another set of questions. Do I like advanced auto parts? Do I like advanced auto parts at this current price? Okay. What direction do I see it going? Now, for me, I see it pulling back. You see, your bottom's down here at 35. Well, now it's at 44. Okay, that's a $9 increase. A $9 increase on a $45 stock is 20%. She goes up 20%, you're going to have profit taking. What does that mean? Well, it means this sucker's coming down. Okay, your highs here, doesn't have much room to go. But look at all the space down here, because your low is way down here at 35. And it's right now, yeah, that baby's coming down. So as much as I like advanced auto parts, and I do currently own some, just to let you know, it looks as if she should be coming down. That's what it looks like. But don't listen to a word I say. Do your own research. Make sure it makes sense to you. Never blindly listen to anybody on YouTube or TikTok. Do your own research. Does it make sense? Does it fit with your type of trading, your goals, your risk factors? These are all very important questions you need to ask before you separate yourself with your money. Because I'm assuming, or I'd like to think, that you actually work hard for your money. And if you did, put it someplace safe, predictable, consistent, that works for you. Okay, we're going to do a couple more because it's almost 11:30. Club Med Tom. If the stock is dropping sharply, what strategy to use to get a new covered call for it? Club Med Tom, always, always, always pick a good company. Now look at the premiums on this one. Okay? At the money, it's 155. That's a nice price. That's over 3%. Look at the 45. Two strikes out of the money. 109. That's still 2%. The 3 strikes out of the money. 68. That's still 1.5%. 4 strikes out of the money. The 47. You're barely getting your 1%. 5 strikes out of the money. You're getting more than almost 0.5%. Then 6 strikes out of the money, you're still getting a little bit less than 0.5%. It's still here. So if you bought it, okay, and if you bought it and the stock drops, I like to sell 3 to 5 strikes out of the money. So if I bought it at the 49 and it's currently at 43, all right, I don't want to sell the 43s. That's a nice fat premium. I want closer to here. I like to go 3 to 4 strikes out. I probably do 4 strikes out, which is the 47. Okay, so I'm only getting 0.5%. 0.5% is still 25% for the year. Well, I can live nicely on 25% for the year. I prefer, 1% for the week, 50% per year. That's what I prefer. Does it always work that way? No. See, every once in a while, I'll buy a stock and I'll hold it longer than I want to. I think this year the longest I ever held anything was Wynn Resorts, W-Y-N-N. I held it for 6 months. Now, I didn't want to hold it for 6 months. I bought it and it kept dropping. As it kept dropping, I kept selling covered calls against it and I kept rolling it forward, so I kept an income coming in. So when the stock went back up, I was able to get out of it. Alrighty. 27. I got 3 minutes left to go. What are we looking at next? NTR. Nutrien. Okay. Well, Nutrien, look at the last couple of days. Now I'm going to say no to that one because she went up. Now she pulled back. No to that one. MPW, look at that one. CVS, look at that one, that one, that one. Riley. We haven't looked at Riley in a while. Okay. The high of the year, $40. The bottom of the year, way down here at $382. Wow. I feel bad for the people who bought it at 40. Because now it's way down here at 382. All right, so she drops right there. Keeps on going the last 30 days. Right there we go. Okay, so here's the last 30 days. 30 days ago, we're at 560. The high is right a little over 7. Then she drops to the bottom at, what is that? Nope, the new bottom is right here. 451. She drops, retrace, drops again. Here's the bottom right there, shoots up, and she's still going. Okay, now today was a little bit of a pullback, but look at the higher high. Paul Patrick, just jumping on. James, Walmart's going up. What's going on with your opinion? What's going on with it? Your opinion matters. Patrick, you probably won't like my opinion on Wally World. Okay? I don't ever buy at the high of the year. This thing just keeps going up, 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 up. Okay, you want to be one of those guys who jumps on the train when it's almost into the station? You have no idea where the top's going to be. Look at all that profit potential. Okay, last year it was at 50 bucks. Now it's at 91. That's what, an 85, 90% increase in 1 year? If that's what you're looking for, hey, jump on the bandwagon. I won't do it. Sorry. It sounds weird because, you know, it looks as if it's continuing going up, but that's not something I want to do. Sorry. All right, that being said, we're going to look at two more. STX, Seagate. Look at that. Bouncing off it. Let's look at that last 30 days. That looks pretty nice. Look at the last 30 days. Down, up, here's the high. Down, here's the bottom. Back up, here's the top. Now it's profit taking. Now she's coming back down. Bummer. Last one on the list, Mosaic. Same thing. Look, 30-day bottom, 30-day top, drops, retrace, pulling back again. Not quite sure what she's doing. Looks like she should turn and go back up again, but I like 2 days to the upside once you isolate a bottom. Okay, here's your 30 days. Okay, high, bottom, up, down, yeah. So I'd be keeping my eye on this one for next week to see what it does. We're at 11:30. I'm going to put Mosaic for next week. We'll take a look at it. You guys have a great Thanksgiving. For those of you in my morning trading group, tomorrow there's no trading. There's no meeting. Friday, noon. For those of you that are in the morning group, Friday, noon. You as well. Have a great day, everyone. And I'll see you again tomorrow night. Believe it or not, yes, I will be on tomorrow night. Say no to hot dogs. I like a good hot dog. Sorry.